Hi everybody, it's Mark Lewandowski with Mind Your Business. I want to talk to you today about being mindful of your language. Language follows trends, and we've got some trends going on right now that are just absolutely terrible for your career. Trends have been going on for years that are just kind of embarrassing. I remember when I was a kid, big bell-bottom jeans were the trend. And then later in the 80s, white guys would have big afros like this and thought it was a cool trend. Just recently I saw people with puka shell necklaces. That's a trend that should be eliminated. There's a trend going on right now in fashion around college campuses where girls wear humongous t-shirts with little shorts so it looks like they're not wearing anything. I mean, someday you're going to be embarrassed that that was a trend. But here's the trend I'm talking about. The trend is this super casual language that you're using that says, no problem, no worries. See, no problem is a terrible word. Let's think about what no problem is replacing. If I say, thank you very much, the old response was, you're welcome, or my pleasure, or it was wonderful to serve you. But now I say, thank you very much, and this generation says, no problem. To my generation, do you know what no problem really says? It means you inconvenienced me, but it was okay. Speaking of okay, I called someone yesterday, my friend Jordan. I said, Jordan, can you give me a ride into work? Because I got to drop my car off the shop. Would you please come by at 8:30 and pick me up at the shop? He goes, yeah, I'm okay with that. Now think about that. He works for me. He has to come pick me up. I was very sweet about calling him, but he said, yeah, I'm okay with that. That language sucks. Don't do it. Don't use that super casual, I'm a little irritated, but I'm okay with it, or no worries, no problem. Cut that out of everything you say. You've got to make a change. You've got to change to words like happy. Use the word happy. Oh, I'm happy to help. Or I was happy to do that. I was pleased. Or you're welcome, my pleasure. You've got to use that because you live in a world where the Gen X people or the baby boomers run the show. Okay, they still run the show. And their world is not this casual. Their world is still more polished. They're wondering if you can represent them in their world. Can you become an up-and-comer in their world and represent them? And if you don't use the right language, they're going to say, I can't put that person in front of my customers. I can't grow them in the company. I can't promote them to leadership. I know this is tough. I know some of you are pissed at me for even bringing this up. But those of you that are pissed at me, you're not who I'm talking about because you're not going to make it all the way to the top anyway. Find a friend, hold yourself accountable that when you do this, have your friend say, oh, hey, you blew that. Don't say that. Don't use those language. It's just like when you're practicing a speech and you find yourself saying and and you got to break that habit. These habits are the same things you've got to break. I know you can do it. It's going to be tough, but don't be a part of the trend of idiots and losers. Be part of greatness and be mindful of your language.